What is this? What is this, please? I don't get it. The mission. Give me a second.
Fighting games in the purest form is basically just a conversation of questions and answers. Basically think of training mode as your problem solver, like a calculator if this was math class. So obviously having the right answer is important, but it's also important to make sure that you have consistent answers so you can perform at realistic speeds. So it's important to note that having the right answer at the wrong time could actually be way worse than having no answer at all. Let's begin. Step number 1, identify the problem. A lot of times people go into training mode and they just kind of do random things. They watch the replay, they don't know what to look for. It's very simple as to say, where did you get hit? Where did you lose health? Once you can pinpoint that, then you have a starting point. Step number 2, identify the trigger. How did you get there? There are so many consistent triggering factors in every single fighting game. A lot of people will worry about the acute point where something went wrong, where they're actually doing the damage, but they won't actually worry about what triggered it. A lot of the times, things that you're getting hit by, especially if they're consistent, the focus should not be how do you stop that? Most of the time is if you can nullify what came before, then it'll be a lot easier to stop that from happening. And even if you can't stop the triggering factor, at least it will let you know that you're about to be asked a question that you have an answer for. Anything that happens in the match happens either on your terms or on your opponent's terms. You want as many things happening on your terms as possible. That way you have the answers that you've already practiced. Number 3, the most important part of training mode, enter the equation. So training mode is basically a place where you can enter the equation, the exact question you were asked in a real match. To predict different outcomes, all that stuff, it's free flow. And just because you know the equation, again, does not mean you have the perfect answer. Sometimes, just going to the lab, you can find some really messed up stuff. I'm actually gonna turn on the game for you guys. You can expect something right after that happens. So for example, a Bison back throws you, here comes a Psycho Axe, you have V-Shift, now you can react to that. A Balrog does a forward throw, they're gonna do the dash low. An Alex player blocks an entire string, you know for a fact crouching medium punch is coming. These are things that I've gathered over time, right? So let me see if I can think of anything triggering. I'll take it to the lab, something I haven't labbed before, and I'll see what I can find. And then I'm gonna record this. Oh, that's not it. See, I'm messing up already. Okay, now we'll go again. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I've seen that a bunch, that exact, and usually I just crack Fierce it, but I'm pretty sure I can do way worse than that. I never actually labbed beating it, you know, and I'm sure, I'm pretty sure I'm seeing a counter hit there. Yeah, so let me see what I can get. Let me see what I can get if I'm ready for it. Yep, I had a feeling. So that's good. That's good to know. If I'm on point, that's good to know. Okay, that just hits her. Can I get a crush counter? Hold up. If I can get a crush counter on this. Now what can I do from here? Oh, this is so much better. Let me see if I can find another one for you guys. Let me do one that I already know very well. So one of the things I also want to stress is that it's important to not be ignorant about what your opponent could do in response to your answer. Just to find out the flaws of the answer that you have found. How can it go wrong? And then, taking that to level 2 and level 3. This is a little bit more advanced than I would have liked to go for this video, but I also think it's important to mention this on the basic level. Of course, it's very important to first master the first 3 things that I mentioned. So I like to use this example a lot. Balrog does a forward throw, does a dash low, tries to go for a whiff punish, right? So he did that. So if Bison tries to reach with his medium kick, Balrog will win. This is pretty set play for Balrog players. They don't really care what you do because it's auto time for them. I'll show you guys what I do to this as Bison. See? So if he tries to reach with the crouching medium punch, you get clapped by the stand fierce, even if he does it immediately. Now, I'm not ignorant, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into the lab and see what could Balrog do about that. So I'm gonna do a bunch of different stuff and see what works. So now I know if he does like standing light kick, it'll beat me. Right? Okay, that's a fair answer. That's not that risky, realistically, in the grand scheme of things. But, they could also just do that. And neither one is wrong. The question is how much risk do they want to take? But at least I am aware now that that is a possibility. And I'm sure that there are many other answers, but I don't want to sit here and go forever. Essentially, it looks like the gap is a 4-frame gap and priority is in my favor, right? So now that I know that, I'm like, okay, as long as I hit this fierce, it's a 4-frame gap. He has to use his 3-frame or something along those lines. Something else I want to test. I didn't think about this until just now, but I actually want to know. Let's see. All right, looks like I'm good. All right, guys. Well, there you go. That's pretty much the video. I hope you guys like it. I hope it helps you guys a little bit. I'm going to put some options below for the next video so you guys can vote on that. Check out our YouTube for the extended version of all the videos. Join our Discord. Always say it every time. Join the Discord. Share this video with your friends. Help them. Help us. Like, retweet, and I will see you guys next time.